Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community. But we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing, Hundley. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Hundley. This one caught by Isabella. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off the defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, third fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Second down in inches. This is caught. That one a first down pickup of 8. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this out past the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
59, ready. Hey, check. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Out. 3 down. He's ready for that.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Check. 59. 3 bud. Mike, check. Let's go.
From the 35 on second down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
on 2nd and 12. Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check pass. 36.
A first down carry for Smith. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
25. Check. 51. Check. 54. Down.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
You better be afraid of me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Jones has it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Ready, blue 80. White 25. Hey, get up.
Here we go now with Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Come on, let's go.
First and 10 at the 49.
Switch. Check.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Hundley. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Back to throw here. Able to find Isabella. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
Cardinals first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Cut up. Right there.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. 34 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 37-yard line.
Ready, Blue 80! Blue
outside, caught by Ridley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Ready, blue 80! Blue 80! I got you, son! I got you, son!
From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Pick it up! Pick it up! Pick it up!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
53 is the mic. Double dog, that's the way. Mike.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
Here we go. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Rabbit. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Echo. They can't hang with us. What? Go.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Hundley now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Last year as a rookie, Edmonds got more action than most people anticipated as David Johnson's backup. 80 touches, 60 of them on the ground, 20 through the air. 4th-round pick in 2018 out of Fordham, who had a whopping 5,800 rushing yards during his college career. They think his future's bright in Arizona. On 2nd down, Muhammad, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throw left side complete to Isabella. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Right there.
2nd and 2. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Hundley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, check.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons called on Matt Bryant. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And that is no good. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got one. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Get ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Ito Smith, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready.
On 1st down, it's Smith, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let him know.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Let's go, baby.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Hundley. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go again with Muhammad. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Go. Go. Check, check.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come on, D. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Charles Clay, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Kill.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Now Ryan on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Ryan now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
51, Tom!
Throwing again, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is,
and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
59, ready. At 25. No gain on this defense. No gain.
They'll run on first down. Smith. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Hundley now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
4th, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A carry here for the big tight end. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9".
He'll drop to throw, and that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Ryan to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
I'm coming after you. Shut up.
Down to a knee here as the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.